Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for June 2022. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. Those intuitively guided. You may have planets in the sign of Scorpio, or you may be in love with a Scorpio and just checking on their energy. Whatever brought you, I say welcome. Shout out to my daughter on the 29th of October. My beautiful daughter, Jennifer. My handsome brother Sean is November 6th. So, all right, we're going to get into your reading. Last month's reading for May was a difficult one. I'm not going to, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was difficult. It felt, I even named your title From Hell to a Miracle because I could feel that energy, and I feel like some of you may have moved into the energy feeling like a miracle has happened for you, but others I feel like you're still drudging along. So if you haven't, and when I say a miracle, it just means something that comes at the right time, right when I need it, that type of thing. So if you haven't received it, I hope you receive it here. All right, let's begin. So we're going to use a couple different decks. I'm going to use a good tarot for you, and then we will clarify or go deeper with the Gilded Tarot. We're going to start with Mother Mary, get some words of wisdom. This is an oracle card. Usually I read it at the end, and it's crazy. I've been forgetting to read it, and I never do. Well, I shouldn't say never, but sometimes you don't need to read it from the book, though. All right, my loves, we got two. We have faith. Interesting. My granddaughter's name, and it's Jennifer's daughter, who is a Scorpio, Faith. I'm just tying it together. I have faith in God to heal this situation. I have faith in God to heal this situation. Inner child. Inner child. Scorpio, this is where you are at your most joyous, I feel, is when you're in your inner child energy. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Playfulness and self-care. Have faith that God is healing a situation, and it's like taking on the energy of your inner child. Okay, we'll pull these aside. They're certainly part of the reading. All right, let's give the good tarot a couple shuffles. Already pre-shuffled. I shuffle my decks for a while because it's like my meditative state. When I get into a meditative state, I'm just thinking Scorpio's energy. All right, let's begin. We're going to shuffle for your cards. We have the Six of Swords. Interesting is the first card. This is good energy after difficult energy. It doesn't mean that the difficulty is over, but I'm heading towards calmer waters in this energy. To get into the Six of Swords, you had to go through the Five of Swords, and that's where I had to look at who and what is toxic to me and in my life. Now, sometimes it can be your own thoughts. It's really looking at everything and then the moving from that, right? You go from the 5 where change is needed, and the 6 is the moving on from that. We're in a universal year 6. There could have been some heavy, like, even karmic lessons, and they can be difficult, but you don't want, listen, I've been through it, and when you're in it, you just want to tell me to be quiet. I get it. But in a way, you don't want to regret it, because, listen, if I have karma to pay, I have karma to pay, and if I don't pay it off in this lifetime, I'm going to pay it off in the next. You know what I mean? Or I leave it for the next generation, and I don't want to do that. 7 of Swords. Interesting. Well, look at this. 7 of Wands. 2 7, 77. I mean, the 6 of Swords can certainly be what feels like untrustworthy energy, whether it be of a person or of a thing. And then you have the 7 of Wands, like looking back, and 7 of Wands is defensive energy. I just find it interesting as coming after what I feel like you've just given up. Like, like I've just realized this about certain energy, but now why is it moving forward? We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the, look at this, 6 of Wands. I find this interesting because we have the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. 6 6 7 7. Well, first of all, 6 of Wands is victorious energy. It's almost like the person in this 6 and the person in the 7 are 2 different people. And it's like these 2 people, I feel like these 2 people may have gone at it. Now, probably through communication. I feel like there's something about a certain energy that, it's almost like the light and dark are fighting, or battling, let's say, in a way. And I feel like, because, I feel like this is you in the 6 of Swords. It's like, I can see, I've learned, what's toxic and what's not. And it's interesting because I feel like if there's a battle going on, and listen, with the 4, it could be in your own home, right? This gives this person the energy of being victorious over. Or let me put it a different way. It's an energy where people, let's say I was in a big fight and we go before a negotiator, or not a negotiator, a mediator, and we're telling both sides of our story. I'm telling my side of the story. My side lines up where I feel like the other side doesn't really line up. Does that make sense? We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Fool. And then we have the Hangman. Interesting. Interesting when you get the Fool and the Hangman side by side. First of all, the Fool's back is to the Hangman. Whether this is speaking of, like, the Fool is your inner child. But, the adult in you is like, putting your back to it. I don't know. This Fool is looking back at this 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups, first of all, it's a 5. So I got to look at that. That means there's something within this energy that I at least want to look at, it talks about change again, right? So in the Five of Cups, I'm thinking about all I have lost. All I have lost. And it doesn't serve me. It doesn't mean there's not, like it's not completely understandable, but it doesn't serve me to do that. What it serves me to do is to keep on moving forward. And I know that because, boom, there is the Fool. In the Fool, and in the Five of Cups, I want to say, in the energy of all I have lost, well, there's still two cups that when this person turns around, eventually they're going to find, it's going to find them, right? And listen, I just feel like if you've been around energy of someone that just feels untrustworthy, and, I try to battle them, maybe I do battle them, there is the energy of being victorious if that's really what I'm looking for. I feel like it's more about what other, not necessarily them, but other people seeing your point of view. And it's interesting because I also feel like the two cups that this person isn't considering may be energy of someone they already know. Especially with the Fool right there. Like, I don't feel like I have to wait long for these cups. I just got to make sure that I turn around in that five, right? That I make the change. And that change is, listen, I may have every reason to focus on what I have lost. But that doesn't mean my life is done, right? It's just, this is temporary. So now I want to start planting the seeds of what will be, of what can be. Okay, anyways, what's mirroring the Hangman is the Six of Wands. We have the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy of not really doing a lot about much. Though I want to. Because I'm really in this energy of daydreaming about, well, a cup, some type of cup of fulfillment. I'm daydreaming about it, but I'm not doing much about it. Also, it can mean, this is about using your spiritual discernment when it comes to choosing a cup, so to speak. But anyways, I feel like this is more about not really doing anything. But in the same breath, I want to say in the Four of Cups, there is a cup that's being handed to you, and I often feel like it's being handed to you by the hand of God. So that may speak of that miracle, so to speak, that I'm looking for. All right, let's bring in the Together Tarot, and let's just get right into this. So many synchronicities. 66, 77. I feel like there's also a guide. You have a guide who is, it's almost, almost like along the journey with you. And I feel like this guide is saying that, whatever energy, I feel like this is about your guide is saying that this sword energy, which can be heavy for you, is coming to an end. It is coming to an end, and I feel like your guide wants you to know that, like, it's temporary. And I feel like ultimately, as long as you're doing something about a situation, or let's say, instead of like, because here I'm not doing anything, and then I move into the Six of Swords where I am. Okay, anyways, did I cut these? I think I did, but we'll do it again. We have the Strength card, card of Leo. This is about an inner strength, right? This is almost like where I got to learn that I really can't count on other people. I got to count on me. I got to count on myself, right? This is about finding that strength within yourself. There's a lot of things we just think we can't get through, but we get through them. And, life goes on. What I mean by that is, as you move through this temporary energy, you start to feel good. You start to feel good again. And you look back and you start to realize, like, all of this was to, help you find that inner strength within yourself. I definitely feel like, this is also Jennifer's guide. My son, I feel like, is coming out, which to me means your guides are coming out. And I'm saying that because when I looked back here, I saw the 12, and it just immediately reminded me of that. And then the Strength card, which is the card of Leo, which is, wow. And then there's the birthday. There's his actual birthday, 8/12. So, and I asked him to come into the reading. I don't think he's here just to help me, just to help Jennifer, but to help all of us. And I feel like it's signifying that your guides are that strong in your life. Merely ask, and I've been getting this a lot. Like, I've been asking and I've been receiving, right? Again. And I've been asking for a birth date. Again, I'm receiving the birthday. 8/12. Okay. We have the King of Swords, who is in reverse. This could be an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini. This is certainly coming out of Seven of Swords, saying this is definitely energy that is untrustworthy. With this King of Swords in reverse, I don't speak the truth. I'm not speaking the truth. Why? We have the Lovers in reverse. It's interesting because I wasn't going to do, I told myself I'm not going to do any reversals. But when something just feels like it's meant to be in reverse, I'm going to leave it that way. So this King of Swords, next to the Lovers, by the way, another 6, the year of the Lovers, that is the energy of the year of the Lovers. We have the Knight of Swords. I just want to see what these cards are. This Knight of Swords is coming right to the Lovers. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. We have the Knight of Wands. Something's turning around here. Something's turning around. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Wheel. And then we have the 7 of Wands. All right. First of all, even with the Lovers in reverse, to me it still means there's a connection, right? Maybe there's a lot of energy around this connection. I feel like this Knight of Swords is like, maybe there's one person within the Lovers who is like receiving some type of communication. It feels like it's coming to the home. What was I going to say? It feels like it's coming to the home, and then I keep looking down here at the Fool, because the Fool is about a new beginning, right? It's a period where I can put the past in the past. And it's coming right next to a 5. Now that would make sense, right? I make the change, boom, I am the Fool then. I begin as the Fool. The Fool is like the inner child, right? The Fool takes a chance, the Fool takes a risk. The Fool, I feel like, is very spiritual because, if the Fool falls, he knows that the Fool knows that his or her guide will catch them, so to speak. Like, honestly, I feel like you do not walk these journeys alone, especially the hard ones. So I feel like something's coming in the form of communication, written word, some type of truth, that type of thing. I feel like it's coming in towards these lovers. That seems to, because the Knight is coming in. And interesting, what's mirroring the Knight of Swords is the Strength card. I feel like whoever this King of Swords is the troublemaker. If I'm gonna put that title on someone who's causing strife in my life, seems to be coming from this King of Swords. Again, it does not have to be an air sign. It just means someone who, listen, I can't trust them for some reason. I cannot trust them. And I feel ultimately like I just want to move on, right? I just want to move on. So, you know, I feel like there's going to be a way. And I feel like your guides are very important in this also. Like, ask for their help. You don't even have to ask for your guides. For your angels, you do. But your guides, it's like that's what they're here for. That's what they're. Okay. So, anyway, there feels like there's something like on your wheel of destiny that's meant to come in maybe at this time. There may be some kind of lesson within all of this. And then listen, it may be karmic. It feels to be around, like, what's the lesson around? Something with energy that doesn't feel trustworthy, at least to you. You're feeling it. You must be feeling it. And if you're feeling it, it's like, I feel like the elimination of it, right? Like the elimination of it. I feel like this page moving into that energy. Listen, for a while, maybe it's taken a while to like truly find your voice again. Let's look at a few of these things. I want to start with the Lovers. Or what I'm going to do is I really want to look at all the cards at the top line, especially. We have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen now is coming in upright. The King is coming in reverse. The truth stands with you. I feel like the truth is on your side. Well, we have the Four of Wands over the Lovers. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Well, I feel like this is saying that this Knight is coming in, right? And again, listen, doesn't mean like someone physically is walking in my door. Maybe they're already in your door. You know what I mean? This could be over the phone. But I feel like, first of all, it's showing us the Nine of Cups with that, right? So the Nine of Cups is energy where you're feeling good. So there is some kind of change that is happening. This Queen in the upright over the King in reverse. Who's going to win? The truth is going to win. Whatever that may mean to you, the truth is going to win. And then let it be. And then, I feel like when this, I feel like the king is leaving. And so it is. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I feel like this knight comes in over this Nine of Cups. First of all, I feel like this is someone who has like a joyful type of personality. Quite the opposite of this king over here. This is someone who I just feel like is joyful, makes you joyful, let's say. And then with that energy moves into the Four of Wands. So interesting that the Lovers is here. The Lovers is in reverse, yes. Head of Heart Decision is the meaning of the card. I feel like there's just, you know, first of all, I feel like the drama and what you've been through has put a cloud over this, let's say. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means there's a cloud over it. So anyways, I feel like the Lovers, or let's say this knight, right, is coming in an energy, or at least communication, right? Let's talk. And again, I feel like this is someone who lights you up inside, let's say. And it feels to me with the Four of Wands, that is the commitment card. It's coming in upright. It's coming over the Lovers. What's below it is the Fool. So I feel like there is energy here that, you know, it's almost like, you know, maybe this is from, you know, part of from the last reading. It wasn't even that long ago. It was your bonus reading, I think. So, I mean, probably a week, 2 weeks ago. Because what I feel is like, here's my hell, but then here's my heaven. Okay. Well, okay, so I want to ask a question. Am I picking it up right? I feel like a card flipped. Is this about what will be? Is this about what will be? Hello, Ace of Wands. Yes. Action. Movement. Passion. Desire. It's showing you what type of, let's say, I'm at a crossroads. I can walk down the swords, right? Which I feel like you have been. And I feel like in that was a karmic lesson. Some type of lesson. And I feel like once, like, I feel like you learn it. And it may just be like now I know energy and now I'm starting to really trust it. So anyway, you know, I asked a question. Is this yet to be? Because I want to know, I want to make sure it has nothing to do with this over here. So it doesn't. Ace of Wands over that energy. How beautiful. By the way, I just realized the way I put it down, you have the wheel, the Ace of Wands over the Four of Wands, and look at that, the Nine of Cups. You know, the Nine of Cups is singular energy, right? Singular. But it's also about you and yourself and how you feel, right? Joyful. I feel like there is about to be maybe some type of commitment. What do I want to look at? Well, we have the Knight of Wands here. Coming in, or coming this way, from the energy of the devil, which could be a Capricorn. Could he be in Capricorn with Leo, you know, in their chart? We have the Six of Swords. What am I looking at? with the Two of Cups. Look at this. You know, I don't want to give anyone false promises, because who am I to say? But I can tell you this. This is clearly showing that there is a certain energy that existed or still exists that is not serving you in your life. And listen, it may not be easy to change, but change is needed. I feel like that change, because listen, I feel like the year of the lovers is meant for you. And I know I've said that a few times for the month of June, but nonetheless, we're in the year of the lovers. It's showing for you, and it's showing over the marriage card is right over it in the upright. Now we have the Two of Cups. Over the Five of Cups, by the way. Remember that Five of Cups? Focusing on what I lost, but yet there's two cups if I would change or turn around. Focus on all they can be. Boom, there's those two cups. They show. I turn, boom, there they are. Could it be that easy? Well, I don't think getting from here to here has been that easy, but I feel like once I get to here, yes, I do think things can be that easy, that quick. We have the Emperor, card of Aries, coming over the Fool. Some of you could certainly talk about business ownership. Maybe I'm starting a business with someone in this Two of Cups. You know, we're making a commitment to each other. It certainly must. It feels that way. You know, the Emperor is the leader of the people through experience. Helps others, right? The Emperor can be a father figure. I feel like, interesting. I want to look at this Emperor. For some of you, I feel like it's Aries. I feel like some people are just showing up as who they are, but I want to look at it a little bit more. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. I'm just looking at the Emperor. Actually, it was the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. You know, I feel like, listen, first of all, the Emperor's in the upright. It's almost like he is heading off this king up here. Again, don't think about just a sign, because some of you may be, but I love Gemini. Well, it may not be about that. It's just about someone who's not being honest, truthful. You know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You already know this, right? You've been dealing with it. And it's interesting because I feel like, you know, following the Two of Cups is the Emperor. And yet at the same time, I feel like head on. They're both like head on. I felt that in another reading too. It was a twin flame reading. I think it was a twin flame reading where there was one king talking to the other king saying, that's my woman, or it's my man. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't an ego. It's just like, listen, just how it's meant to be. We're meant to be together. Sorry. Anyway, I want to stay here for a second. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have Justice. Card of Libra. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Can I just tell you, I feel like this energy has been dragging you down, holding you down, holding you back, holding back your creativity, holding back And listen, it's not, I'm saying, I feel like, listen, maybe it was all meant to be, because I feel like there are lessons in there. Number one, the one thing I'm learning is to trust my intuition, trust what I feel. Again, if someone's not being honest with me, if there's some energy I cannot trust that. Trust that, right? Because down here, you have so much coming in, but first, it's like first I got to drudge through the mud to get to the field. Ace of Pentacles, right under the Two of Cups. Just saw that. This is about, the Ace of Pentacles to me is something in your physical world. Something in your physical world, justice. If it's talking about, maybe for some, maybe it is a divorce. But I feel ultimately what it's here for is to make you feel whole again. That's what it feels like. Like part of me's been missing. Like a big part of me has been missing, and I feel like this is about making you whole again. Maybe making the lovers whole again. Then you have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This queen is someone who moves according to her passion, her desires, right? I don't feel like anyone could talk this queen out of, like, if there's energy around her that is untrustworthy, I feel like she's going to know it, right? She's very intuitive. Coming over this Two of Pentacles, moving forward with something. The Queen of Wands would say yes. Okay, I don't know why I don't want to stop, but I don't want to stop. I think what I'm going to do is just take over the whole spread. We have the Nine of Pentacles. It did show in reverse. Okay. I feel like I got to turn these around because everything's showing in reverse. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have Temperance, which I love seeing. Card of Sagittarius. We have a lot of major arcanas up, by the way. Good major arcanas. Well, I mean, is there bad ones? A Tower. Anyways, Temperance is about divine timing. When Temperance shows up a reading, it's almost like you can take a breath and be like, like you can know the universe has your back. Well, there's your spiritual team. This is about a call to the present moment, right? Listen, that's where your miracles happen, in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. The Ace comes to you, right, in the present moment. Temperance is saying, but in the right time. Judgment. I feel like this is saying this is the right time, because Temperance teaches us, so does the Nine of Pentacles, patience, right? Patience, building. Nine of Pentacles talks about your independence, feeling strong within yourself. I do feel like there's someone who kind of robbed you of that, but I do feel like you're finding it. However, I do want to say with the Seven of Cups there is a little self-doubt, right? And it's based on past choices. It is, well, hello, Eight of Swords. I should put that out there. So it's based on past choices. The Three of Pentacles is about, then we move into the Three of Pentacles. So it's about your uniqueness to the world, to a project, to, collaboration, to just yourself, right? You are the missing piece of the puzzle. It's like you have to know that about yourself. You have to know your importance, but not in an egotistical way. Again, I don't want to say that, right? What do I do? What do I do? What do you want to do? And then make it happen, right? Take the movement into it. Judgment is saying present moment. Ace of Wands is right below that. I feel like it feels like now's the time. Here's the ace. But yet, I don't like that the Eight of Swords is the last card to show, so we're not going to allow it to be the last card. That is where, I'm fearful of making a certain movement. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. I feel like, what's one of my ways out, let's say? Or how can I start to put down these walls that hinder me, so to speak? I feel like this is saying by moving into your creative energy, allow it to be whatever it wants to be. If there's something that you think that you'd be good at, start moving in it, towards it. That's what this Queen would do. The Queen is also very good about, seeing the details that other people miss. Maybe I speak it, I talk it. Whoa. I'm telling you, it's like your reading doesn't want to end. We have the Star. Card of Aquarius. This is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. This is about them manifesting. We have the Hangman. And then we have the High Priestess. Beautiful. Trust your intuition. When do I move? Do I move forward? Should I move forward? Could my dreams come true? I think the answer is yes. And then, hello, we are taking this as your last card, the Ace of Cups. You have every single, what I think is a love card. You have the Lovers. Yes, they are in reverse, but I don't feel like that means that, listen, maybe for whatever reason, we couldn't be together, or whatever the reason. And I feel like over here is a big part of it, right? But then we move into here and it just feels beautiful, beautiful. But I feel like this probably had to go first, right? Because it affected you. It affected your life type of, that type of energy. It affected, well, divine timing, let's say. What am I holding? The Ace of Cups. Anyways, I was saying, and then you have the Four of Wands, which is, I feel, that one of the most beautiful love cards, because that's about a true commitment between two people who couldn't imagine not, right? Do I think it all happens just like that? I don't know. I feel like it happens within your time, and that's what Temperance is saying. But here is the Ace of Cups. You have the Two of Cups. The only thing you don't have is the Ten of Cups, but that doesn't mean you won't have it. It just means you're building to it. And it feels like, it's almost like the universe is, has your back. Has your back. And maybe there was nothing, anyone, even though I do feel you do have a spirit guide who's helping you through some of the difficult energy, but ultimately it feels like it's like you finding your power within it. And again, I don't want to say that like I become nasty, and no, not at all. It's just that I know what I want, I know what I don't want. I know I don't want, like having energy that's just honest, cannot be around me. It doesn't feel right? You feel. So you got to be able to trust. Anyway, I don't know if it's talking about a past lover. I feel like it's talking about a little bit of everything for everyone. But ultimately, look at this, Here's the Star. Here's the Ace of Cups. Could it be your dreams coming true? Why not? Why couldn't it be? Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Know when to move, right? Know when to move forward. Know when to hold back. Just don't allow fear to be what runs your life, right? I feel like with temperance and judgment here, it's showing you all the spiritual energy that is around you always and forever. But there's help in it, right? Judgment, call to attention. Why? Because there's some type of rebirth that wants to take place, and it feels good. It feels good. It feels very good. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I think I used almost the whole deck. Holy cow. I feel like I got to look at the bottom of this deck. Look at this. Cut it out. Nine of Swords. You know, that's unnecessary worry. Maybe somebody needed to see that. Like, you know, but I worry about this and I worry about that. Know what you need to worry about and what you don't. Know what you have control over and what you don't. Right? And if I have no control over it, I can't worry about it. Type of thing. I don't know. It's just saying be careful that you don't allow that 8 to go to the 9. It arrives at the bottom of the deck. So again, energy that I feel wants to clear. I don't like the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Swords together because that's the energy where I worry some. Maybe you do nothing to make the changes necessary. But if you're willing to, if you have faith, if you nurture the child within you, playfulness, self-care, and know that God in his infinite wisdom is healing this situation. Doesn't mean you don't have a part in it. Doesn't mean that you don't need to take action. But holy cow, look at all that showed for you. Sometimes we think, man, my life sucks. And then something happens that completely changes it. That's what I feel. I love you guys. I will see you next time at my table. Our table. Bye-bye.